Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of y'all's busy schedule. Stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is Thursday, the 6th of July, 2023. Just after 6:30 in the evening. It has finally stopped raining. Right now it is 29 degrees Celsius, 80% humidity, 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Feels like 93, 94. So, man, we got some rain today. It was coming down. Crazy hard rain. The yard's all flooded out. It'll drain out quickly though. So, I came out here. The windows were all fogged up, steamed up on the truck. I guess because it had been so hot, and then the rain came in and cooled the outside down. The inside was still warm. Boom. My windows were wet. So, had to open the windows, put the defrost on so I could even see. It's still sprinkling just a little bit. But anyway, I've got to head back over to my house, check on that place, pick up a few things, go to Walmart. I'm out of coffee. So Walmart's the only place that I can find my coffee tea bags unless I go online. And Amazon is, I don't know, $5 more expensive or so, something like that. So of course there's some other things I need to get to, but anyhow, it's I may have mentioned this before, but the house is so different without anybody in it. There's also the fact that, like, you know, I go to make something, it's like, I ain't got that here. That's at home, you know? So, like, I was going to make bean and cheese burritos, or bean and cheese quesadillas, tacos, something. And realized she doesn't have any canned refried beans, or any beans to even make into refried beans. And I was out of cheese. So, and by out of cheese, I mean there's mozzarella cheese and stuff like that in there, but nothing that I want to use on my bean and cheese burrito, right? So, anyhow, nothing but a thing. We go over to the house. I know I got refried black beans down there, or over there, so I'll grab a can of that. One can will last me a couple of meals. So, I don't think there's anything. Well, I've got a small list written down. How many glasses do I have on? I've got a list written down on some of the things that I want. So I don't really need these on. Actually, they're fogged up. Anyhow, had a comment about my video last night. It was nice and dark out behind me, and you can see stars. Well, where I'm at, between me and the ocean, there's very little what's the word I'm looking for? There's not a whole lot of people living there. There's some, but there's a lot of preserves between me and the ocean. So there's not a whole lot of light pollution. You can see the stars out there. If the clouds dissipate enough. I got something back here rattling, something I found the other night. Oh man. So Jacksonville is a big area. I mean, they say it's the biggest city area-wise in the country. You have to use city with a grain of salt. It's really a bunch of little towns, a bunch of stuff like this out here. The electric company owns most of this, but there's probably 100 acres right through here that's untouched, or basically untouched. So, that's only part of it. There's areas like this all over town. So we cross the railroad tracks, and over here there's another huge swath of basic Florida. I'm sure they've got it marked down. They've got trees marked and whatnot. This is now JEA. This used to be a motor vehicle inspection station. They've got trees marked, so they may be cutting some back. Maybe widening this road. That'd probably be nice for people. I hate when they're doing it though. It takes forever. But, oh man. Lots of area to go in there and set up a camp. Sure there's homeless that do it, but there's really nothing. You don't see a whole lot of homeless over here because there's no place for them to hang out and ask for money or get food or anything else. So it's not like over on my part of town where woods like this, you would go in and you'd find several camps. Even some of the areas that I look at and think, well, that'd be a cool spot to go to try to camp at. There's a big possibility that there's going to be homeless in there. So urban houseless. I don't know what the current term is for them. Permanent urban campers. There's a whole bunch of different ones. Anyway, I keep thinking, I want to get out here and try this, and then like last night, kind of like reality is nibbling at my thoughts. It's like, you can't get up off the floor. How are you going to get up off the ground? How are you going to sleep on the ground? Well, first of all, I'm not going to go sleep out there. I'm going to stay out there through the night and then leave. But still, even sitting down on the ground, it's a chore for me to get back up. I've got bad knees, bad back, and I look like I'm 13 months pregnant. So, holding water whatever. I don't know if that's TMI or what, but I take that into consideration. And then I kind of like just dismiss it and be like, ah, you got to at least try. Maybe you can take a chair with you or... anyhow. You do have to be careful if you get out there. I had a comment about that a while back. The urban houseless they're not all nice people. They aren't all sane people. So you have to be, careful about who you're dealing with. For the most part, I've never had a problem. I've never had a problem dealing with them. And some of them are a little more persistent than others, but still, you can deal with them for the most part. And you just may have to move. That's one thing about stealth camping in the vehicle. If you don't like the area you're at, just get in the front seat and drive and go find another spot. So but there are people out there, it can be dangerous. I mean, I used to get on my brother's case all the time. And he'd tell me that he'd be out in the parking lot sleeping with the door wide open. It's like, no. First of all, that's a sure way to attract a police officer. Second of all, there's crazies out there. Crazier than you. Believe it or not, He just shrugged it off. So, I don't know if I mean, like I said, it's in my mind. I really want to get out and try it. Then maybe I don't. I've done similar throughout my life. Maybe not, camping in the woods or so much, but there have been times. Why are you so close on my tail? There you go. Alright, hopefully don't run into a whole mess of traffic up here until I get to my exit. I think we're just late enough that we're avoiding a lot of the traffic I usually see when I'm going the other way on Thursday night. Roads are still a little damp. Yep, we're going to make it to my exit. Oh, excuse me. I keep gathering up more and more stuff. I'm building up a larger supply at my daughter's house. Just, if I don't use it, it's just more that I need to take home. I need more, more than I need to pack when it's time to leave. So I'm trying to take it a little easy, but also trying to remember things that I wanted to grab. See how that goes. Figures, made one light, caught the next one. Nabbit, jackrabbit. See, there's an area right up in there, but I can see a couple of former campsites, maybe it's just somebody dropped bags of trash. That's a nice little, probably acre and a half section of just woods at the exit ramp. So one of these days I'll get out and actually walk through it to see what's going on. Got a headache starting again. I guess that means the storms are coming back in. I waited for the radar to be basically clear before I left, but looking at the sky, there's some heavy clouds. Of course, mostly to the east of me. So that's the way the wind's been blowing, out towards the ocean. You want out, bug? Go ahead, go out. I'd rather have you out than in. I don't even know what it was. Oh, man. Anyway. Like I said, just pick up a few items over here while I'm redoing, stuff that was in the back of the truck. Actually, the grandson took his motorcycle to work yesterday, so he ended up moving a bunch of my stuff so he could get the bike through the carport. And it's kind of lucky that he did, because today's rain made it into where some of my stuff was sitting. It's no longer there. So, good thing there, right? Of course, I mean, even on the back porch where I was taking some videos earlier, the rain was getting through, just the way it was coming down. The wind was blowing it. It was covering up a lot of the deck. Luckily, not as far back as the bar, which is where I've got a preponderance of my stuff. So anyway, we are coming up on the last block or so. I guess at this point we're going to go ahead and call it quits, at least for today, or at least for now. Who knows what I'll think of doing later. So let me know what you think, folks. Give me a thumbs down, a thumbs up, leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me on your social media, that'd be fandoculous. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they ain't, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. Until I see y'all again, I hope you have a fantabulous day. Let's watch it, y'all.